It is time to examine thoroughly cryptocurrencies. Hi, I'm John McNeil, and this is the Invest Strong Network. Welcome. So, all the rage at this time is Bitcoin, and to a slightly lesser degree, cryptocurrencies in general. But what are they? And are they worth your money? Well, obviously, if you are a normal investor and you're looking at the price of Bitcoin go from $531 a coin on May 1st, 2016 to a current price of around $45,000, then you say, yes, this is definitely for me. I want to get in on that. Whoa! I mean, that's more money than I could imagine in a lifetime, right? And yes, that is correct. Very few times, if ever, will you see any kind of asset of any stripe deliver a return like that in such a short period of time. But friends, before you drop one dime of your money into cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, you need to take a thorough examination of this thing. What is it and what is its future? And that's what we'll be doing today. Okay, so first of all, what is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are kind of difficult to explain to the layperson. And in fact, even for professional investors like myself, it's very difficult for me to understand. But the general thesis is this. You have a network of computers, right? What they call a chain or a blockchain. And this chain exchanges information of value, right? There's a store of value and it's being exchanged constantly. And so a composite of that, of these exchanges, will create what a cryptocurrency, right? And so the currency is of value within that chain or within that network. Now, it can be used as a currency, that is to facilitate the purchase and sale of items, but only within that network. So it would not be a currency like we think of a currency, man, dollars or pounds or euros in hand, take that to the store, buy your groceries or pay your utilities or something like that. No, it's not like that, at least not yet, right? So that's the general foundation of cryptocurrency, i.e., Bitcoin, which is the most famous of them all. Now, Bitcoin, like I mentioned, is not like a normal currency that we've come to understand in our day to day lives. So there's no physical coin, there's no note or anything like that that is a clear exchange of value for a good. At least, like I mentioned, at least not yet. So some may say, well, perhaps cryptocurrency is more akin to a precious metal, say gold or silver or something like that, which is also a store of value and is not exactly like a currency in the sense that it has a defined amount of value that's denoted via fiat. Well, no, you cannot really equate cryptocurrency to precious metals or anything like that. First of all, gold and silver have had a value to humankind for about 5,000 years. So in that time, it has been turned into jewelry. It has been minted into coins of various denominations. It has been held and then sold either via bullion or via coin or jewelry or something like that. And so there's a physical asset, an underlying asset that one can lay their hands on, right? And that has a great deal of value rather. In times of crisis, having a physical asset at your disposal is tremendously valuable. So if all the markets go to hell and there's some kind of civil strife or something like that, if you have access to physical gold, physical silver, and you really, really need something, then you can go and exchange that for whatever you need. And almost unilaterally, it'll be accepted, right? Okay, or universally rather, it'll be accepted. So cryptocurrency, right, has a history that's about, shall we say, 4,988 years short of gold and silver. So it doesn't really have any kind of history as being a store of value or a medium of exchange for goods in a crisis situation, right? So it is not analogous to precious metals, nor is it analogous to a real fiat currency. All right, but some people look at it and they think of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin as more like an equity, right? You purchase it like you would purchase a stock, goes up in value, sell it for a profit, whatnot, right? No, cryptocurrency in its raw form does not have earnings. Obviously, there's no company behind it, right? That's producing a good or a service that people are paying for. So it has no earnings, right? And it has no dividend. So you will get no income out of owning this thing that you would get out of owning an equity outright, right? So it's not analogous to an equity either. And it's certainly not analogous to a bond, right? So a bond is basically a debt instrument. You know, you loan a government or a company money, they issue you a bond, a promise to repay. That bond itself has value and it also pays a coupon, the dividend. And so you have that. And no, again, cryptocurrency is not analogous to that either. So this thing is really a completely new phenomenon, a completely new asset class. Now, people are pouring money into this thing. And from my standpoint, as an experienced investor, man, I need some earnings. I need a dividend of some kind. I, I, I need some kind of physical asset. I need something that provides clear value to me. And I'm telling you, this cryptocurrency and Bitcoin stuff does not do that. It just doesn't. Now, people who are advocates for it, they say, well, it allows for transactions in the blockchain and digital transactions, and that's of value. Okay, yes, that would be of value. But really, you can already do that with a credit card or via PayPal or Zelle or any of the other, fintech arrangements. You could already kind of do that. So why would you push a lot of money into a cryptocurrency that is already, when you already have access to a digital payment format? I'm just I'm just asking, right? Now, there are seasoned professional people, shall we say, far-sighted visionaries. I won't name them, but if you watch any of the business networks or go online, and they're saying, "Oh man, this thing which went from hundreds of dollars to now the middle thousands, middle tens of thousands, could go to 100,000 by the end of 2021, $100,000 a coin, and in fact could actually go to $500,000 a coin, or even $1 million a coin at some point in the future." When obviously an investor hears something like that, the mind starts boggling and ooh, the juices start flowing. But There's number one, no guarantee of that, right? And that's true with any investment of any kind. There's no guarantee that that'll ever happen. And also, cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, they have uh, a risk moderator that is very, very different from almost any other asset class. What is that, you ask? Well, because this thing is based on technology, right? There is a digital wallet, we'll put wallet in air quotes, where your cryptocurrency is stored, right? Now, that system, that digital system, and that digital wallet, there is a possibility that there could be a technology failure that wipes it out. And when it's wiped out, it's gone forever, right? So if you have poured your resources, poured your money into this thing, and there is some kind of digital malfunction or hack, right, that causes this digital system to fail or collapse, that means your money is gone. It's gone, right? There's no way to get it back. Also, there are digital keys that are designed to unlock your digital wallet. Well, if you suffer, let's say, some kind of head injury, right? Or maybe you wrote it down somewhere and you just lost it, and you do not have access to your digital wallet, that means your Bitcoin investment is gone forever. It's period. It's out of here, right? You just lost all of your money. Friends, no, no, no. That's just way, way, way too risky. This CV-19 pandemic has pushed all of us to become more reliant on technology in order to conduct our daily lives. And I know on a personal level, as I have done this, I have seen from the inside how technology fails all the time, right? Not only that, but when it relates to financial issues, you have professional hackers who are actively out there trying to raid the blockchain, trying to raid digital wallets, and basically take people's money, right? So, and some of these bad actors are actually state supported, right? They're supported by governments, meaning that they have almost unlimited resources in order to raid the blockchain and raid your wallet and take your money. And boy, I tell you, that's not very comforting, right? Now, you may say to yourself, well, I have an online bank account. I'm not worried about that. Well, right, because the U.S. government and the FDIC will guarantee your bank account to $250,000. Excellent. You do not get that guarantee with Bitcoin, right? No, zero, nada, nada, enchilada, right? So if some state-sponsored actor is able to raid the blockchain and get into your digital wallet and take your Bitcoin, you're out, right? And that's it. No, I personally, I just would not take that risk. If this thing excites you, and if you are just tantalized by the possibility of making big money, the better way to do it, I think, is to invest in a blockchain ETF. Now, these ETFs, and I'll mention three of them in particular, they do not own the digital coins directly. Instead, they invest in companies that either produce or basically maintain the blockchain. So you kind of get a derivative value of digital currencies without actually owning the currency itself. And of course, since these are companies, these are equities we're talking about. Some of them even pay a modicum of dividend, so you get some income out of the deal, and you get to take advantage of the explosion in cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency market. So, what are the ones I have in mind? Okay, the first is the Siren, that's SIREN, NASDAQ Next Gen Economy ETF, ticker symbol BLCN. Currently has about a half of 1% dividend yield and is priced about $16. I'm sorry, $46. Mark that, $46. The second is the Capital Link Next Gen Protocol ETF, ticker symbol KOIN. Current dividend yield 0.41%. About trading shares about $41 a share at this point. All right. The one I would really suggest the most, right, that I find the most interesting is the Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF, ticker symbol BLOK. Currently trading hands at around $50 a share with a dividend yield of almost 2%. Wow. That now you're talking a serious investment, right? And what this particular ETF does, it's somewhat of a hybrid ETF. So yes, it owns the names, the technology names that produce and maintain the blockchain and things like that. But also they add in a bond component also for the income, right? So you get a little income out of it. And for right now, that's what I suggest everyone do. That's what I'm doing, right? Now, they are actually trying to work on an ETF which will hold cryptocurrencies directly, but they're having a lot of problems, legal regulatory problems, setting up an ETF of that kind. That would make sense since we're talking a newfangled technology and a newfangled kind of asset. It's extremely difficult to really value these things. And so, that ETF or mutual fund is not here, at least not yet. Now, could this happen sometime later in 2021 or in next year? Yes, that could absolutely happen, but it's not right now. And as of right now, if you're going to invest in any cryptocurrency, Bitcoin or any other, I would not make it any more than 2 or 3% of my wealth or your wealth. That's just my opinion, right? I just would not bet the farm on this thing. I don't care how much it's going up. I just would not. Only use money that you feel comfortable losing, right? And that's really the mindset to have. However, these ETFs, these 3 ETFs I mentioned, that's a bit of a different story. Now I could see, kicking that up to 10 to even 12% of a portfolio value in the ETFs, right? But as for the direct coin itself, cryptocurrency itself, no, do not put any more than 3% of your assets, investable assets in something like this. Just too risky on a number of different levels. All right, so hope you found this video informative, intriguing even. If so, smash that thumbs up button. Do it for me. Brother Man loves it. Please do that for me. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, right? This is newfangled. I'm certainly not an expert. I'm just kind of wading through the waters like so many persons are. So let me know what you think. I would really appreciate it. Your experiences are so valuable to me. Also, subscribe to Invest Strong, and you could get information like this on a regular basis, right? All right. Thank you so much, friends, and good blessings.